Welcome back.
Head into our opening match of GEEK SLATE versus Fnatic. Either tanking Dragon Slays or tanking attacks from the lead. Oh, there it is, the first blood. It looks like a sneaky one from the Rubik Dawnbreaker combination. They fall away. DJ goes for it. Armel not close enough, and now Raji's going to show up here, see if they can actually get something. Oh, just straight up Laguna played him, and there's the finishing blow. The Nature's Wrath and the Snowball to collect that final hit. Force, though, is going to be caught by the Clockwork, got him inside the cogs and outside of the range of his creep wave. Force? Is that Vanguard going to save him? I don't think so. Well, the creep wave is coming in, but the cogs separating him and getting the kill once again with a waveform. But with the supports coming in, they are going to be able to at least get the kill on one. And the Morphling, well, Morphling has turn around potential. Raji is going to fall to Dawnbreaker. KP's hammer lands square on his head and will be able to catch up to Skem here. Didn't really necessarily hit the first hammer hit too much, so they're actually going to back away. And Morphling is probably one of the better heroes to ensure that Brewmaster dies in time. Going to be caught this time, pinned up against the wall, but here comes the support here, the artillery from the Snapfire, landing several shots. And a trade-off of 1 for 2. Just, I mean, they farm up a storm and they take up a lot of map space.
Well, this is a dangerous TP.
Ooh, that was a dangerous TP, and Genuel was already in position to be able to catch him. Came in from behind, but how did he get that split off? Was there a creep somewhere in there? Battery Assault, not enough, and managed to get off his ultimate. And as a result, there's going to be a pretty easy turnaround. The Tornado leading. Okay, hold up, Armel going to show up, getting the pin off onto Skem, and with the stolen clap there from DJ, the burst damage is enough. They still have a chance to be able to get the Dawnbreaker, though, as she's going to fall. 8-7. Raji.
This is
coming up the rear here.
Gonna have a Vessel here.
Oh, hopped in. Enough to burst him. Almost. The punch coming forward, and that is enough. The Vessel completion. I think that was just enough. That burst damage was right on the line. I think the Vessel made the difference there.
That was just sick, to be honest.
That was very smooth.
I was watching it play out. I'm like, why are they here? Do they have damage for this? And then disassemble Vanguard into Vessel build and insta pop on the Morph. Beautifully done.
And he's got 3 charges to be able to work with now. Raji.
Well, he wants the Vessel there.
So close.
Take the clock instead.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
Maybe not. Dawnbreaker. Oh, that hook shot. A little bit too late to be able to get the chain stun. And as a result, the Clockwork will die. They still catch Force, though. And Fnatic will be able to force this tower, I assume. There's just a... My mental was just a dial tone there. Telekinesis. Pin. Really nice combos here. Oh,
dragging him back.
The Gleipnir is going to show up, and this allows the Kisses to be able to go to work. They're going to finish off DJ pretty nicely, and KP right into the LSA from Cox. They weren't able to deliver the finishing blow, though. KP, thanks to the BKB, was able to get out.
He's flaring it.
And he's got the flare out.
Got to play for the block.
Got the detection. Force positioning himself to try and get in front of this hook. Clockwork trying to read it, trying to make it, but no. Brewmaster beautifully positioned, and Genuel is not going to be able to get anything out of this. Just sacrifices his own life for an attempt.
This is a strong timing from GEEK SLATE. Fnatic kind of have to just power through this, get to like the next set of items here. The BKB for Mars.
See if they can take away this Aegis real quick. They get the kill. Now, how many are going to get out? Looks like DJ is going to be the victim of that Gleipnir rotation from Skem. And KP is going to be caught as well, thanks to Raji with a beautiful little iceberg set right in front of his face.
The GJ with this blink just started off with a lift and chained it into the arena.
They could get the initiation. They spotted the Nature's Prophet off of that ward. It's a perfect target to go for, and they caught him. Armel with the initiation. Oh, but they didn't have the chain stun. Skem gets off the BKB. They had to further commit. They do manage to get the kill, yes, but diving in this deep may cost them, as Cox is now going to be putting out the damage the Nature's Prophet is not there to do. Gabbi with the early BKB is going to be forced away. Once this BKB is down, he's in trouble, especially with that buyback Amanta attempted to use, but they still managed to get the stun through with the snowball. The LSA follow up, and he's dead. Genuel going to TP out, but a buyback that was well worth it, I would say, for Skem.
And right now, this Lima lineup is kicking into full gear. And around 2. Spear.
Oh, spin him back into the rest of the team and manage to get the chain stun. But again, no damage because they don't have the Morphling, so it's all magic. And you already pointed out how high his magic resistance is if he's on the right aura.
He switched to Cloak of Flame. He's just insanely tanky. This is round 2. Gets snowballed now.
Nice save, Raji. Hook shot coming in, but a little bit too late. And the Brewmaster split does go off. But if Fnatic can get away from this, well, I guess they did use BKB on KP too. That probably doesn't feel great. And Force. Oh, almost. But they were able to do that, Roche, pretty quickly. It's just something Fnatic are going to have to be very vigilant about. Once again, trying to go for the chainsaw onto the Brewmaster. They're not even going to be able to do it, but what a spear! Catching both the supports there. A decent start for Fnatic, but can they do anything about these cores? Because now the Morphling has been caught in and just corral out. Geek Slate say, nice initiation, bro, but we've got buybacks. You just buy back on both their supports. Now they take a 5 versus 5 with a bunch of ultimates down.
Yeah,
and that's going to be Roshan and an additional kill, a dieback.
That was a crazy spear. I don't know how Armel finds that. Pretty much ideal. I don't know about that one, but I'll trust him on this, you know.
Underrated. Underrated.
You think it's underrated?
Yeah.
I feel like this Lina shard is pretty decent on these carry Linas nowadays. Get the clear waves faster, and it just does more damage in the fight. That said, Force just running in. 90% magic resist. What's up, boy?
That's just ridiculous. That's just goddamn ridiculous. The Fnatic are trying to fight back, but the fight has been forced onto them. KP does what he can, but ultimately shredded by Cox. Gets down and dirty, looks for another one. John, well, oh no, that's not the way you wanted to fly, son. Will still be able to get away to safety, it looks like. Cox, he's going to take this these buildings. Unless Fnatic want to do something about it. The hook shot into what? Now Armel goes for it, but he actually pins the Nature's Prophet instead. And what about the Lina? The wall will help him out there. A few of the shots getting blocked by that, so he does manage to get away. Gabbi tries to go in, and Gabbi immediately dies. Not quite, actually. Manta, force tap, no, still falls. KP going to be chased down as well. And the kisses. Yeah, he's like, okay, I'll let you have that one. I'm going to fire my shots into the fountain. DJ, nope, you didn't get it. Stole a little shredder instead. Nice play by Narman. And Geek Slate are just going to, they're going to go for it. They're like, all right, you got no more fling. We're just going to throw on you now.
Yeah,
GG.
That was a very casual, just high round into throne at 36 minutes here. I don't know. I mean, Lina Dota, I guess. You just have the outrange. You have the out damage. Batrider is not a hero that can just mop up 5 heroes. Like, this is a Drow Ranger game, right? So we have to keep that in mind as well.
Fnatic, their 5-man smoke did not run into Force initially, but now their movement is going to be able to catch him as the Batrider will fall, giving first blood to the Mirana. I feel like we haven't seen a whole lot of Dark Willow in the last year or so.
Well, he's about to be seen back on the fountain, I think.
Yeah.
Like, you can throw out all these brambles, but is it actually winning you the long fight?
Yeah. Nice move, though. They get on top of Skem.
This will win you the fight.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Skem had to go for the range creep because the Marcy wasn't around. Went for the range creep, step forward, and DJ just immediately pounced on that one. Speaking of pounce, a leap from Gabbi will help secure a second kill for John Well. How's the mid lane matchup going? 23-11. Armel really killing it here. Gabbi hops onto Force. Forced to use the Firefly defensively here to fly away into the trees, which is exactly what you want. If you are Fnatic, anyway.
I like John Well manning up here.
Yeah. Actually gets the kill. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I was going to say, even if he doesn't get that kill, I think that's what you want to do. Yeah. Because you're forcing the resources out of bat onto you instead of the monkey.
Yep.
But at the same time, Brew and Tiny are probably two of the melee cores who, in theory, have decent counter ability to the Drow.
Yep.
You get the huge armor if you can't pierce on Tiny, and Baruj can just split and get on top of her. It's kind of an interesting dynamic, maybe depending on who's ahead.
Well, at least for the early game, you do have this Gust, which is going to be pretty nice against Brewmaster. Silence always very effective against him. What a rotation from Cox. John Well has already scouted out some of the stacks going on there. Gabbi forced to use a defensive stun. They do have the cookie land. Looks like he dodged the cookie damage, but it doesn't really matter. When it comes to damage, there's just a non-stop amount flowing from this Bat Rider. They do manage to get the Sapphire kill, but John Well's going to die as well. Of course.
Cox went back bottom. They have Catapult down here.
Oh. See if the Smoke Ink lands. It might just intercept the Drow Ranger right as she's going up. They go for it. Brewmaster Split is going to go out. And once you get the stun out from the Earth Panda, you can land the arrow. Nice use of the Dispels to try and pull her back a little bit farther with the cookie repositioning as well. And now KP is going to have to commit underneath the tier 2 with this Split. Still not dead, and it's back into the Brewmaster forward. But he got off one last throw of the boulder, and that means Skem will fall. But they've committed so deep now that Force is on the hunt. They managed to land the stun there from Raji, and that'll ensure the Brewmaster's death. 2-for-1 exchange. Light Shadow going out, seeing if they get the opening here on the Force. Actually dodges. Gus pushback helps out quite a bit. Uses the Firefly. Cut away through the trees, but didn't expect Armel to be coming in from the mid lane as well. Got a little greedy, spent his time there. He said, no, that initiate. Oh, hop away from Gabbi just in time.
GEEK Slate's going to try and use their Bat Rider Ember to start the fights while Skem is, you know, on the triangle rotation here. They don't want to let him hit anything, though. This is super aggressive from Fnatic. But very nice that it pays off, and it will. Just another free Drow kill. It's kind of like it's a rich man's Ricky Dog, you know?
Yeah, that's one way to describe it. Terrorize. They have the chain stuns. John Well is going to end up with the arrow. I'll help them complete that kill.
He gets another 2 camps or some bottom lane. It looks like he'll clean it up anyway, so maybe he doesn't even lose anything by this move, but I think having the farm pressure here from Fnatic while you're trying to deal with this, right, is super deadly right now.
Fnatic trying to put him in a corner, keep the smoke protection up. They're going to run into the Drow Ranger. If they spot her here, oh, the smoke breaks. He blinks forward, blindly finds the Drow Ranger, tossed straight up in the air, and the blink forward from DJ. By the way, he's got a blink dagger on Dark Willow. Yeah, they're going to be able to get that kill again.
Will they get over?
Are you going to
take it?
Are you going to grab it or what? What's going on here? Are they trying to bait it? Okay, well, the fight is going to go on here. Raji, he's going to be pushed forward off his own rebound. They actually do manage to get the silence onto the Brewmaster, blow up KP, and maybe this fight is okay. No! He gets off the Primal Split, and now the Brewmaster Pandas are going to set up Armel to come cleaning on through with the jump in from DJ as well. They had the burst damage. They killed the Drow Ranger. They pulled down the Snapfire from the Tornado eventually for a 3rd kill, and a team fight that was oh so close for GEEK Slate to actually take it. Oh, and they get the Ember Spirit with the toss up in the air leading into the arrow. Beautiful stuff. Fnatic coming back with some revenge, but GEEK Slate aren't done with this game 2 just yet. Catch KP while the Primal Split is down. Also get John Well while he's trying to leap away, and they can go straight into the Roshan pit with this. Is Armel going to try and get in there? I mean, they've got the Terrorize, too. There's nothing to say. They cannot fight this. They're going to be able to get onto Marcy immediately. It's going to be 1 dead. Terrorize is going to come through and hit 2, but Skem didn't get hit by it, and he can deliver the damage to get the kill onto Tiny. Gabbi. Oh, that's a stun, too. Double kill for Narman off of that one, and it seems it was indeed ill-fated for Fnatic to try and contest that Roshan. Now the Brewmaster is up with the Primal Split already out. They are desperate to get in there and stop this. An arrow does land, but there's certainly no damage. So now...
And KP can split for this. That was his bags.
You could split again. Use both your ultimates for a very slim chance of stopping Roshan.
Is under attack.
Has his pick of the litter.
It's going to lead off. Oh, Templar Story not enough to be able to get the initiation until Gabbi showed and caught him with the lasso. Tried to hit the silence on John Well. He managed to jump away, leap, and a 4-staff out, but they're going to be able to still keep on top of the Mirana. 2 dead as the fast smoke move with Force leading the way. Aegis on the Drow Ranger, so I don't think that Gabbi wants to start a fight on that hero. A bit of a chains, lasso pull back.
Into the cookie.
Into the cookie. Oh, very nicely done. Armel, who with the fresh BKB, does manage to get in there, hit a two-man avalanche, and finish off the two supports with the help of the Mirana. Now they need to get out, though. Can they get away from this Ember Spirit? Got straight into the roots, the brambles, so wasn't able to pursue.
That's no BKB.
He walks through this. Oh, no, they saw him. They saw him hopping in the trees. Hit the stun, though, either way, and the Ember Spirit does get caught straight into the arrow. They try and force zap him out, but he's still inside the Monkey King ultimate, and he'll fall, and the rest of the team has to back out of that AoE. Looks like the Drow Ranger was able to put some damage onto the Mirana, though. Fortunately, the Kisses didn't have the information of where they were at, so
On ult, though.
they all missed.
Tornado
Go
on
back
Drow.
in. Arrow drops him into the arrow. Nicely played, KP. Well timed on that purge.
Still has Aegis for 20.
Yeah, they're going to finish this up, and we'll see what they do on the second life here. Are they really going to be able to keep this engagement up? An arrow, back into it. Stun first from the Monkey King. Oh, the jump in from the Bat Rider. Get down, Mr. President. Force takes the arrow. Now with the BKB, jumps forward, gets on top of the Dark Willow, turns around, goes to the Terrorize, only hitting the Sapphire for now, as the Primal Split is controlling some of GEEK SLATE from overwhelming Fnatic as they look to be able to retreat and should be able to get away cleanly.
But now they'll clean it up pretty fast, and this smoke is going to be late.
Yep, it is. Four-man smoke.
Throttle,
Or is it? Moonlight Shadow. Fnatic. They're going to keep committing for it, and Monkey King wants to. Gabbi wants to keep going for it. The kids are going to start raiding in. They're getting some decent damage, and Ember Spirit, he's going to follow that up. The BKB immediately going off. They're going to contest for the Roshan. Who's going to be able to outright click it? Will it be Cox? No, Gabbi actually stopping it. He actually jumped over and got it. Snatches up the Aegis away from Gabbi. Got the shard as well. Even the Roshan kill. Gabbi is going to be left with nothing but death. There's a two-man Terrorize on top of that one with Armel getting the toss and avalanche down. Armel using the BKB to TP out while the rest of his team tries to clean up some of those kills. It is still, at the end of the day, Skem with a double damage. He is the king of this fight.
Drow is closing in on you. Starting to do a lot of damage, especially with that sidekick buff.
Combo, arrow. Oh, the cookie might help him out. Force F, caught. Oh, he got the BKB and he gets away. And now the damage turned around as Armel is trying to get away from Raji right now. The pesky little Marcy sticking on top of him. Force going to catch up as well with a Firefly. Do they have the detection? Oh, that wasn't quite enough. Raji did land the stun, but they didn't have the damage nor the detection to be able to spot Armel on just 200 HP. Cox back into play though. Mirana's the next to fall, and KP really not able to use his Primal Split to a whole lot of effect until the Ember Spirit. Cox, he's saved once again. The greaves go off. Narman helping him out, delivering the final blow as Armel falls. DJ trying to get away with the Shadow Realm. KP running out of time on the Primal Split as well. There's nowhere for DJ to run. Self-fuels and a blink out attempt. No. The smoke's on both sides, and they ramp into the opponent's high ground. Fnatic knows what's up now. They realize GEEK SLATE, there it is, KP running in, just trying to get the vision with the Shivas and help. The arrow going out, lands on a neutral creep. Instead, they catch the Sapphire with the combination. Raj is going to try and help out there. Pop of the BKB, chasing after some heroes. DJ Shadow Run where he can. KP chasing after, and they manage to get him. Gabbi got on top of the Drow Ranger. Finally, the BKB is going to be used and immediately pulls him out of the Wukong's command. And now at a distance, the assassination goes to work, and Skem will finish out the Monkey King. You thought you caught the Drow Ranger. KP actually dies inside of the Primal Split. That Aeon is still ready to be popped, but it seems will never be activated.
Did not look close at all, to be honest.
Thanks.
Butterfly for this Drow Ranger. Yeah. Doesn't help at all either. It's just, outside of maybe like some of the old Razors shenanigans and stuff, like this one's just so disgusting. This is very tough for Fnatic here. They
creep it up.
Find some supports or something. They're going to find Cox with...
Yeah, they got the Hex. Terrorize. Ooh, what a catch. Nice little creep up there down the lane, not cutting through the jungle at all. Finds a big opening, and KP gets a clap on it too, with the Primal Split immediately going off, and they manage to get the Tornado up on the Drow Ranger. When are they going to put her down, and when are they going to try and focus her? Gabbi, tried to go for the Wukong's command for a second there, got lassoed. Can they stop this damage though? Gabbi needs some help. With Cox buying back, he's getting on top of this Monkey King. He tries to go for the bash, turns into a tree, but a toss over, and that finishes him off as Narman tries to force staff away from Armel here. Armel trying to put some damage on the Force where he can, but he's running out. He doesn't have too much more to work with. Tries to go one last combo to finish off the Bat Rider. He gets that much, but he will fall ultimately, dropping the gem.
They lotused him to that fight, preemptively thinking about it. And Forrest jumped and chose not to lasso the Lotus. So super heads up play by him. Okay, is this the Aeon Disc assemble?
Is it? Hey, there it is. Finally assembles the Aeon Disc, puts it to work, and he dies anyway.
That's rough. That's rough. That's gem. All right, John, we'll recover here. I almost feel like this monkey needs satanic. The more I watch these fights.
So like when he gets dragged away, he has a second life.
Yeah, because he's not dying in the lasso. And you get in and try and burst some people, but the burst is
trying to go for the toss back, and he got the real Drow Ranger, and they hit the arrow as well. That's going to be the first life of the Drow Ranger. And now, are you going to be able to get that lasso? Are you going to be able to get the Monkey King out of this? They got the defensive force staff out of there. Pull him out. Out of the base he goes, and down he falls. Armel is going to chase after that Drow Ranger, though. He doesn't need the Monkey King necessarily. He can stick onto it, but it's still not enough. The rest of the team, okay, KP and John well. They finish off the Drow Ranger, and Gabbi is back into play here, devastating the rest of these heroes with no Drow Ranger to worry about. Now Gabbi can finally put in some work, and that is a lot of heroes on GEEK SLATE dead with no buybacks. Yeah, this is a very good wrap, making sure that the Monkey King isn't getting the setup that he wants in these fights. They're going to spot Armel. They're going to pull him back. They're going to hold him there. Well, Skem delivers the damage easily, taking down the Tiny, who does have a buyback, but this far away from the base, can't really use it at all, and it's just all hands
double buy
retreat for Fnatic. 2-man buyback, yeah. But can they get here in time to do anything? I don't think so. The Monkey King throws out the ultimate, but there's nothing to keep him there. In fact, if anything, Gabbi's got to retreat. Otherwise, he's going to be caught by the Ember Spirit. You can already see, like, Sapphire by herself trying to catch Monkey King. See, I would get that if he had boots of travel.
KP trying to force some vision. Aeon popped.
Yeah, at the same time, an arrow landed on the Bat Rider. On the high ground here, they're going to try and chain it up with the Terrorize and everything being used. Armel jumping onto that high ground to go for it. He's going to just clump force to death here. Just at the same time, what about the Drow Ranger? Skem, Primal Split. He's just trying to stick on top of the Drow Ranger and draw some attention while his rest of the team repositions. The Fire Panda does manage to get away, so he's not going to die inside of his ultimate here. But if he's not careful, ooh, nice blink away before Skem could land the damage. Arrow hits onto Roshan,
helps him out.
They're going to try and get in there. See if they can blow up the Marcy nice and quick, and they're not going to complete the Roshan just yet. Skem actually forcing over to the side, popping his KP, trying to deliver some damage where he can, but they're just hopping away from him. KP doing what he can, jumps up in the air, but it looks like he's going to be finished off with the Drow Ranger, but he bought enough time for Fnatic to take the entirety of Roshan.
He doesn't even have the slots for all this. Needs a lone Druid Bear or something. Looks like they're going to ring toss back.
Row one, see if they can get the toss back, the force staff away. Oh, don't let him escape, he got the toss. Skem tries to use the force staff to get out one side of it once again, but they will manage to finish him off. Drow Ranger dead, immediate buyback from Skem. They're going to try and force this, but there's still an Aegis on the Monkey King. A lasso onto the Tiny with the BKB fading. The kisses are going to be enough. Now Skem is going to be joining them with a boots of travel in. Two dead with no buyback. It's all up to Gabbi now with this final life with the Wukong's man. He needs to be able to kill that Drow Ranger. Drow going back in to finish off the Monkey. Ducks into a tree, but it's not good enough. That is it. Fnatic will die in a final attempt to take this GEEK SLATE. What a call from Skem. Several calls there. I mean, at some point in time, he was just, let's do Roshan. It didn't actually quite work out for them, but